Hello. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. And welcome to that. This is your weekly affirmation message. There's many layers. Meaning in my readings. Okay. So moving right along. What is the challenge? By the way, thank you, ancestors, for being here. I need you. I need you in my life every single second. Amen. All right. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for my ancestors, too. What's the challenge? This week, what's the challenge coming up for the divine children of God? The challenge is this: the deeper meaning. All right. Perhaps you need to get a handle on the deeper meaning. Love, deep love, Queen of Cups, of course. Okay. Seeing the deeper meaning. Also, things hiding in plain sight. Okay? All right, what do you need to bring to this challenge to, excel, to sail through this challenge victorious, okay, with grace and ease? What do you need to bring to it to sail through this challenge with grace and ease, victorious? Bring this destiny, focus on the star, clear road, purpose in life, okay? Go where God sends thee, sort of thing. Okay? Fantastic. Fantastic. Mostly focus on, like your purpose, or focus on the point, or, like that. Like keep focused, that sort of thing, on your divine guidance, that sort of thing, especially if things are not easy to perceive or understand. You know what I mean? Okay, so go into it, like break it on down. I see. Well, the thing is, worrying about whatever that it is, it's going to be wasteful. Overthinking it, worrying about it, thinking it to death, that's really not going to be productive or constructive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, stay on the path, keep going. Um, let's go further. Like, I get a sensation of you don't need to see everything. Just see what God told you. That's it. Just see your purpose. Just follow the divine guidance. That sort of thing. Like, don't worry about it. I get the sensation. Don't worry about how deep it is, or don't worry about you can't see it, or it's like, let your eyes adjust to the dark is the sensation that I'm getting, because the stars, this is the star card, the stars, you know what I'm saying? And then something hiding in plain sight is right there in front of your face. You can't see it, that sort of thing. Just keep focused on the star, on your faith, that sort of thing. Okay, so don't overthink it. Okay, maybe there's a decision, because we're at the crossroads here, so there might be a decision that has to be made during this week. Don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Because it's like something hiding in plain sight. I get the sensation of something that's too big for you to completely take it all in visually. It's like too big, like you're standing too close to it. You don't know what it is that you're really standing next to. Like, for instance, you're tiny, you think it's a wall, but if you could back up, you would see it's a whole spaceship, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the wall and trying to figure out what is the wall, and don't worry about it. Just have faith, okay? Just have faith that you have purpose, and walk toward that. Let your eyes adjust and focus on your star. And what are you doing here? you know, that sort of thing. So, go on. Right, 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 right. Exactly. Okay, because I get the sensation the devil energy is trying to keep you in your head. The devil energy is trying to spin you around in circles. You feel me? Whatever the devil energy is, get off on your floor. Toxic people, places, and things, including thought processes and behaviors, right? So, right next to the calm, cool, wise decision making cat. You feel me? So, if you stick to this methodology, wise, cool, calm, decision making cat, don't get hype. The devil would like you to get hype. Don't get hype. Okay? Don't overthink. The devil would like you to overthink. Don't overthink. Feel me? Have faith. See what I'm saying? Have faith in your divine purpose. The road is clear. Your destiny is at hand. It's in full view. Perhaps you're having a hard time seeing your destiny if that's your floor. That's a possibility. You know, what is my destiny? Is that my star? Which path is my path? Thinking at the crossroads, going around in circles. Just make wise decisions. Wisdom is the common denominator. Wisdom. Do wise things, okay? And wise things being things that are life preserving, life affirming, loving, nurturing, nourishing, um, things that are balanced or that give you equally, feed you equally as you feed it, worthy investments, things like that. You know, things like that. If you stick to that doctrine of wisdom, you will not be able to get tripped up by this devil energy here, keeping you in your head, you know, yada, 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 and then essentially stalling you out so that you can't follow your destiny. That's the sensation that I'm getting there, you know, because the devil, you know how the devil is the doubt monster, essentially, right? He's the doubt monster. So in terms of being at the crossroads, he's going to give you, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about that? Oh, but what about this? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And you already have a internal compass, is what I'm getting. Wise, wisdom, follow the star. This is a compass thing, okay? Trust the compass. You feel me? Because that predates you. The compass, the moral compass, predates you. It's divine technology. It can be trusted. You see what I'm saying? So I get the sensation because this guy represents wise judgment. He's also cool and calm, meaning that's the best way to make a decision. When you're cool, calm, and objective, and not going round and round and round in your head, and the wind is blowing all around, and you're not sure of anything. You're not quite sure. Everything's there, but you don't really know what it is, you know, that sort of thing. You see? So the devil is the author of confusion. Am I right? Okay? And that's what he would want. So, in terms of the wisdom, what I'm getting out of that is you need more than knowledge, okay? Because the devil represents the realm of knowledge as well, right? Eating from the tree of knowledge. Anyone heard that story? He represents technology. He represents um, basically knowledge without wisdom. That's essentially what he represents. So it it can get you, this devil energy can get you to a place because it's like you know too much and you're starting to confuse yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like you're considering too many factors, you know, and you don't get it. The answer is plain. The answer is plain. Just follow the star. Have faith. Follow God's destiny for you. Follow your divine path. So that's beyond knowledge. Knowledge isn't enough. It's not enough to know many things. You have to have the wisdom. So wisdom for me is working knowledge, is knowing how to apply what you know in a way that works, in a way that benefits all beings, okay? Benefits everybody involved. That sort of thing, okay? So that's where you would stick to here to transcend this devil challenge, where the devil is trying to confuse you, giving you, oh, but what about this? Did you consider that? Did you consider that? Did you consider that? And next thing you know, you don't know what to think. You don't know where to go. You don't know what your fucking destiny is anymore, okay? And that is, I'm not perceiving this as an attack so much as this is, we live in a jungle kind of thing. Like, it's dangerous. There are wild animals, you know, that sort of thing. So if you are in a certain place, like, oh, you know, I happen to know that there's food in the forest because my knowledge tells me there's food in the forest and I'm hungry and I need to eat. All of those things are true. You know what I'm saying? All of those things are true. But how you going to go into the forest safely, get the food that you need in a timely manner and bring it back to be able to nourish yourself and, you know, whoever else is connected to you? How are you going to get that done? Did you know, what about the lions out there? What about the tigers and bears, the snakes, the killer mosquitoes, the spiders? Like, did you consider that the apple tree is surrounded by a pit of alligators? Like, how are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? So you don't, you know, wisdom, I'm sorry, knowledge is not enough. You need the wisdom, you know? You need to know how to manage your knowledge. Because if you don't manage your knowledge, there happens to be a devil loose. And that obviously, you know, can take the form of anything of low vibration, working against anything of high vibration. Simple as that. But a concerted, you know, force with some level of intelligence actively working against the ascent to wisdom, the ascent to the star, to block the path. That's the function of this energy. And if you don't prepare for that when you're going into the forest and getting your food, then you are not prepared, essentially. You are unprepared. And therefore, you are available to the spinning that the devil is trying to do. And that will become the blockage to your destiny. You see what I'm saying? Like, the devil doesn't do anything, remember? Okay? Makes you do it, right? So then you do it to yourself. Self-sabotage is what I get here. Okay? Don't self-sabotage. Stay cool. Stay calm. Okay? Make wise decisions. Have faith. Trust God. Amen? All right. And trust your destiny. You know, trust that you have a purpose and you will find it. Even if you can't see it right now, wisdom will get you there. Wisdom will get you there. Not your knowledge, your wisdom. Okay? Great. So let's go another floor down. I see. Yes, yes, yes. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Okay, so hold on. I see. Okay. Because you're a divine child of God, you have to apply yourself with that understanding. You know what I mean? Don't try to outthink God is what I'm getting here. Don't try to outthink God because that's the devil's work. You see what I'm saying? All you're going to do is keep going round in circles if you try to outthink God. No one outthinks God. Okay? So you a divine child of God, mutual admiration, so God has your back. Okay? So what you need to understand is the energy that you expend needs to be on behalf of God. Like, calibrate, break down, and, you know, because this is about what's hiding in plain sight. So reverse engineer your destiny. Reverse engineer it. Okay? So you don't know where you are. Follow the star. You know how people follow the stars, our ancestors? Follow the stars. You can trust them, okay? You can trust the stars. They'll get you where you're going. See what I'm saying? But you got to have that relationship where you understand who it is you serve, not the mind, not the mind. You serve God. You serve the wisdom, not the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You serve the wisdom. If something is not wise, then you don't do it. It's the equivalent of you can do something, but then let's get into the territory of should you do something? You see what I'm saying? Why should you? How is it productive? How is it constructive? Um, how is it benefiting wisdom? How is it benefiting wisdom? Because that's God's path. That's the divine path, is the wise path. You see what I'm saying? The path of overthinking and trying to outthink God, that's the devil's path. Simple. You see what I'm saying? Divine child of God doesn't follow the devil's path because that leads to nothing. Waste. Waste. And that's what happens instead of you reaching your star. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if you're having some concerns over your star, you know, where it is it yours, you know, that sort of thing. Go in. Go in. Okay? And understand that your service is to God. So if you're going in to find the wisdom, understand that that's God's path. You see what I'm saying? Follow God. Follow the wisdom. Follow God. You know how they say follow the money? Follow God. Okay? You don't see God out there? Go in. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get the sensation communications might be down. There's some turbulence. Okay? There's some turbulence. Don't worry about the turbulence. Like, temporarily your connection to God got cut off, like the cold drop. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. Don't overthink it. Okay? Don't overthink it. Wisdom. Calm. Remain calm. Okay? Because, of course, scientifically, your brain is in its best condition and able to operate better when you're calm. Right? So first do that. Right? Path to wisdom. First do that. Calm down. That's step one. Step one, calm down. Okay? Step zero. Let's get to step zero. Step zero is stop going round and round in your head. Don't try to outthink God. Do not pursue that direction. Okay? Do not try to outthink God. Don't try to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? Faith, right? That's the star. Don't try to figure it out all out. That's how faith works. Faith is a strategy. Okay? Faith is a strategy. It's not a relinquishment. It's not a relinquishment. It's active. It is proactive to have faith. Okay? And part of having faith is resting. If you really believe in it, then you'll calm the fuck down. If you really believe God has your back and you're a divine child of God, that should calm you right down. Number one. Okay? Take it easy and understand that whatever expenditure you have made, God can more than compensate you for this and will. But you have to voluntarily surrender to God's service. If you're busy trying to outthink God, you are competing with God, and that is the devil's path. God doesn't have any competition, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So let's go another floor down. Right. Do what thou wilt. Now, this is deep. Yeah, listen. All right, I feel that God is saying that you have to have some degree of trust for yourself, but understand that your will has to be under the guidance of the Creator. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time before you run into this guy, the devil, or you run into that frequency, or you run into that experience. or that behavior or that kind of thinking. Luciferian principles, you know, principles of fuck you, I'm doing me, but without righteousness, without justice or justification, you know, where it's just callousness or disregard as opposed to empowerment, you know. So here is doing what you want to do, doing what you and only you can do, right? But in order to avoid getting stuck here, right, and in the wasteful area, you have to be clear. So, but we're not clear. How do we get clear? We have to know how to identify the path of wisdom. If you don't know how to identify at least where you are standing, then it's going to be hard to get anywhere intelligently. Okay? You're going to keep going round and round in circles. It's as simple as that, because it's not really a game. When you're using your will, it's not a game, because what you put your energy into will manifest. Now, do you want to manifest the wise path? Or do you want to manifest the devil's path where you're constantly under attack, constantly under confusion, constantly on the threat of doom? You feel me? Or do you want to walk the beauty's path? Okay? A blessed path. You want your steps ordered? Then you have to allow God to order them. And when God orders them, follow them to the star. It's not a game. Stakes is high. There's a devil loose. And the devil, has the skill to spin you in circles perpetually, like a spinning top, like Inception. Just keep you in a dream world, just perpetually, you know? Never knowing what reality really is, never being able to see clearly the things that are right in front of your face. That's deep. That's deep. What's going to be, I'm curious, what's going to be right in front of the humanity's face, the divine children of God? What's right in front of their face that they having a hard time seeing? The fuck shit. Ah. Well, essentially, I mean, that's a low vibrational way of explaining it. However, you could say it differently. Like, for instance, because this is the magician, so it's about seeing beyond the illusion, right? Deeper meaning, knowing the secrets behind the illusion. So this is about seeing the code, the matrix code. Feel me? So perhaps you don't know where, reality begins and dreams end, kind of thing, or because she also represents dreaminess and water and, and all of the possibly deceptive component, the deceptive phenomenon of water. Water expands things visually, makes things look slightly different, changes the way things behave if you're sitting in water, once in contact with water, that sort of thing. And then, of course, water being a mirror and how tricky the mirror is, So, same thing with the magician. Tricky, something that's slippery. It's not easy to decipher, right? Which is the devil's playground, my friends and family. That's the devil's playground. It's like, oh, look, the humans are confused. Look, the divine children of God aren't sure. Let me go give them some possible, some possibilities. Let's go discuss the possibilities. And just keep you spinning in your fucking head with the possibilities and never progressing towards the star. Never becoming the one, because you're stuck trying to decipher what is the illusion and what is reality. You feel me? Like, I feel something's wrong. Like, what is it? What is it? And all the time it's standing right in front of you. Like the same principle of, if you walk into a room and there's like a spirit and it's standing right in front of you, but you can't see it. It's invisible, but you can feel it. You're like, I feel like something's here. Is something here? Kind of thing. And it's like, okay, no, fall back on your wisdom. Calm down. Relinquish this spinning. Relinquish this trying to figure it out. Don't worry about figuring it out. Worry about, where are you? Are you here? Are you well? Right? Because it doesn't really matter if there's a spirit in the room, does it? Doesn't really matter. What matters is, am I well? And that's what matters from moment to moment. And that's why faith is a strategy. You have to employ it. Okay? Otherwise, if you just have faith, like, where is it? In the closet? Where do you keep it? In the cabinet? You got to use faith. You got to go get it and use it. Keep it on you. Keep it on you. Okay? Don't put it away. Don't put it in the drawer. Okay? Because if you're anything like me, you do that. Like, okay, I have faith. It's in the back drawer in the third cabinet to the left. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no. You got to wear, that's armor. That's armor. You got to wear that. Okay? You don't keep it in the closet, in the box. No, that's not how you use faith. Then you wondering why, you don't know or can't see, or, you know what I'm saying? You're not using your faith. That's a strategy. Faith is rest. Calm down. Calm down. Wise, cool, calm, decision-making cat. So it's not just about calm passivity. All right? It's calmness. It's recognition. I am here. I have these feelings. I have these thoughts. This is the thing I'm trying to accomplish. Okay? Step 1. Okay? Step 1, be present. Do a little quick diagnostic on yourself, Go through all of your system, like look over yourself. Am I well? This only takes a couple of seconds, what I'm talking about. Am I well? So calm down. Affirm what is simple and easy. You are breathing. You are not injured. Things like that. You dig it? Prioritization. Okay, I'm well. Once you establish that, then you understand you are a divine child of God. Whatever energy you expend is in the name of God. You might want to affirm that. You might want to affirm that, because then if you understand the path of wisdom, if you understand faith in your purpose, you understand that you are a divine child of God. Any energy you expend will be compensated by the Creator, by the universe, because you're a divine child of God. That's whose payroll you're on. Okay? So it's like, oh, what if I make this decision and I'm wrong? What if I do this and I'm wrong? That's not the issue. If you work for God, follow God. God is the decision maker. Okay, the wisdom that this man has is about doing what God is telling him to do. Do you feel me? That is his wisdom. His wisdom is not shit he made up himself. That's not what this guy's about. Okay? He's wise because he knows better than to follow the devil. Simple. He knows better than to let himself get spun around and his energy wasted. Your energy can only be wasted if you fuck around with this devil business. Getting in God's way, competing with God, trying to figure it all out when God has the answer before you even knew there was a problem. That's who has the answer, y'all. The Creator has the answer. That's who you got to go to. Where is God? Because I need to talk to this guy. Where is he? That's who I should go to solve my problem? Yes. How do you get to God? Go in. Go in. That's where you know God lives for sure. See what I'm saying? Then you connect to your star, not by looking out there to see where the star is, by going in. Okay? Because the devil is going to make it, kind of dreamy looking. Okay, the star look like this, but a little bit looks like that. Wait, it's that star. Wait, I thought it was this star. You see what I'm saying? That when you look outside, you try to figure it all out. That's what happens. Okay? So it doesn't even have to be evil. It doesn't have to be like some sort of evil half goat man who's red with horns. Doesn't have to be any of that. Okay? It's about frequencies. It's about vibration. This is the high vibration. You represent, seeing the code behind the matrix. You represent reality. The real world. That's where God lives. God lives in the real world. Okay? The devil is about the illusion. Okay? And of course, the devil works for God. So I don't feel like this is about evil so much as it is about properly identifying reality. Knowing the difference between God and the devil. Do you understand? Knowing the difference between high vibe and low vibe. Knowing the difference between knowing and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. Two different things. Okay? Two different things. So, any last words, ancestors? Another reason why it's not a game, by the way, is because the devil being loose. You are a divine child of God. That automatically qualifies you as a target for this devil energy. Automatically. Okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be a person. There are forces. Do you feel me? Just like the Matrix was a program. Smith was a program. The devil is a program. And if you are the one, if you are a divine child of God, if you're working against the program, it's coming by any means necessary in whatever form it needs to come in. It can move things on this third dimension. It can move things, animals, anything. And you're just like a germ. Oh, that's perfect. Just like a germ. Okay? If your immune system is not in good condition, if it's not strong, you're simply available to whatever is out there. And there's a lot of shit out there, and it can kill you. It's not a game. It can stop you from reaching your destiny because that's the deal. That's the deal with life. There's no guarantee. The whole idea is God is saying, this is my plan. Okay, if you're on the divine program, this is your behavior, these are your thoughts, and these are your purposes and missions. If you're not working with that frequency and you're not traveling according to that program, you automatically bounce to the devil's program. Automatic. You know, and if you're not a destructive person, you don't like to go, you know, because of course you are a divine child of God, whether you know that or not, whether you understand that or not, but your level of knowledge and understanding and wisdom around you being a divine child of God determines whether or not you reach the star. You see what I'm saying? So there's no guarantee, even though this is God's plan. Sure. But it's up to you. Do what thou wilt. Free will. It's up to you to follow God's plan or not. That's the game of earth. Let's see who really means it. Let's see who's really ready to do the real work. You see what I'm saying? Let's see who's ready to do the real math. Because it's not a game. This is not easy. You feel me? It's not simple and easy. It's complicated. It's tough. Like a test. Like the SATs, like the MCAT, like the bar. You know what I'm saying? Last words. Go on. I know that's right. Okay. You protect what matters most by keeping your connection to God strong. Okay? Keeping your constant, because this is the high priestess. She represents spiritual practice. Regular practice. Regular practice. Because what that does is condition the mind. It conditions the mind. So that is this lady has the power to make dreams come true. Okay? So it's about getting that high frequency above and pulling that high frequency and keeping it high while you pull it down below. Keeping the frequency high, but pull it into the world of matter. This is how you defeat the devil energy. You see, that's why they was walking up walls. They had these extra capabilities. You see what I'm saying? Because they understood what they were fucking with. And because they understood what they were fucking with, they were able to master the matrix. Do you see what I'm saying? If you want to master the matrix, you got to be connected to the creator of the program. You see what I'm saying? And that connection has to be constant in order for this guy, because again, the immune system, you don't want to make yourself available to the germ. Okay, so you don't have to worry about wrestling with germs when you go outside. You simply wash your fucking hands when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Eat vitamins and minerals. You know what I'm saying? Do it regularly. You can't just take one vitamin C and you healthy for life. You know what I'm saying? So practice like that. Practice lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle of this form of application. Walking the path of wisdom, living the path of wisdom, and having faith. So in terms of having faith, you don't need to know everything ahead of time. That's not a requirement. Okay? That's not what God has you for. Your job is to keep the connection and follow the star and do what God tell you to do. Because what the fuck do you know? You dig what I'm saying? You know about people who think they know? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're anything like me, you know nothing. Okay? And that is the safest place to be located, in my experience. Okay? That is the safest place to be located. Okay? If you want to know something, you should know God. If you want to know something, you should know wisdom. Know yourself. Know what you're doing here. Are you here? Are you present? Where is here? Where is that? Do you know where that is? If you don't, that's the homework. Hello? Absolutely. Do the work of connecting to God. That's how you make your dreams come true. There's no other way to make your dreams come true when you're a divine child of God. You got a signature on you. Okay? So, of course, you have a free will. You don't have to do what God is telling you to do. You don't have to. Okay? But if you want to have this kind of assistance, if you want to have this kind of blessing, if you want to have this kind of illumination, if you want to have this kind of safety, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to know out here. There's a lot to know, and you can't know it all. So that means you can't completely, on your own, protect yourself from this devil. You're going to need God's help. And that's what the devil is for. You see what I'm saying? That is what he's for. He is to let you know through your interaction with him that you need God. Facts. You need God. And then that moves you into the place that God wanted you to be in the first place, so that you can know your destiny and be on your path. Do you feel me? So listen, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that message helps somebody out there. I really do. For more deep-ass readings, holler at me. My information is down below. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I'll see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.